Good morning. Today I'm back in Devon, just outside a place called Holesworthy. Had this permission now for about a month or so. I've been round it once or twice and I'm finding a lot of buttons and as such, a couple of relics, but it's a lovely place. The ground today, every step you take is squelch, 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 so it's going to be hard. I might just do this little field here, which is about 2 acres, next to the back of the church, and I'll get back to you. So let's go to the first hole. So I'm at the first hole, 87, 86, so I'll give this one a go. I think it's aluminium actually. Yeah, so as I thought, this one's aluminium. Come out a really strong signal though. Never mind. Let's go on to the next one. So I've just gone on to the next hole. It was a 25 signal, a bit erratic, bit deep, into the ferrous lines. But yeah, some sort of farmer's stuff or horse stuff. But yeah, that's the second hole. I got the dogs barking like hell in the background every time they see me. Now I'm knelt down. They've sort of quietened down a bit. And then all of a sudden somebody's got one of these crow or bird frighteners that goes bang every about 5 or 10 minutes. I'll try and get that later, but that sets them off again. So yeah, I've only been going about 10 minutes. I've got a huge headache already with all this. Well, I'll take this one as a positive. This is the what I think the first tomback button or button is. There's a bloke over there shouting at the cows and talking to them. Look at that. Anyway, I don't know what he's saying to them, but I don't think it's doing any good because they're still all moaning. But yeah, this is the first button of the day, and that means that there must have been people over here doing something somewhere. So it's a positive, I think. And yeah, let's go on to the next one. Well, I just dug this one up. It's a toasty. Sorry, have a look at it there. There's no real sort of markings on it, but I was just sort of looking around the edges. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like it's a new coin of some sort. I'll wash it off later and see if I can get anything off of it. But yeah, I think I could see sort of new writing around the side, just around there. So it's probably, I don't know, maybe a 5p, maybe a 10p, I don't know. I'll have a look. Right, just hunting along here. I've come across a quite a good signal. 52. 52. Wherever it went, that 52, I don't know, but I'll there it is. I'll dig it up and let you know. Yeah, that's what the erratic noise was. It's a moo tube. I think don't know if it catches more on the top here or on the bottom, but it sends the signals quite good. Listen. See, listening to that, you couldn't really sort of not dig it. But anyway, well, this just gets better. This come up on a 28. It looks like some sort of key. I don't know why it came up on such a good signal, but it did. Anyway, I dug it, and it's a key of some sort, a farmer's key. Well, I've just dug this one up, and it's looking like it's a buckle. Try and get it out of here now, just to show you. It's broken. What a shame. But yeah, it's a buckle. Very quiet in these fields. There's a couple of bits that's come up. A coin, a button, and a buckle. But yeah, you can see the sort of imprint in there of it. And what's that then? Oh, well, that would have been. Oh, I suppose that went with that. So that's the. That must be the leather or something or other that went with it. Well, that's quite interesting. I'll have a look around in there, see if I can find this end bit, but I doubt if I'll find it. So I'm just doing a little bit of swinging with the manticore at the minute. Apologies if you can hear the wind, but what I'm trying to get is this bum noise, and it's you know, just telling me about all the iron in the ground and one thing and another. So I think it always works best like that. I've got mine on 5 tones. They're all sort of pretty straight. Got my sensitivity up to about 24 today, because I'm going across grass, and some of it's quite high, so I feel like I get an extra sort of, you know, the 2 inches I need above, sort of above the ground, just to get, you know, the depth that I need. A couple of the other digs that I've been on over the last couple of days, I've been getting sort of a good sort of 8-9 inches in depth on most of the digs, and then I go to the plough places, and it's quite funny actually, because I can't even touch the ones that are sort of 4 or 5 inches down, so I don't know what goes on half the time. Probably down there, I had to keep fiddling around with it. But I've had this one since June now, and I've had all sorts of different stuff up. My old machine was an Equinox 800, but after getting used to that, the Manticore came out, and I thought, oh, I gotta have one of those, because one thing I like about it is the 2D screen. I quite like the idea of you know, what it brings up and what little bubbles and where it is on the screen and all that sort of stuff, so it gives you some sort of indication, and it catches me out a lot on the moo tubes and stuff like that. But in general, the 2D screen is really good, and if you get a small little sort of bubble on there and it's on the middle, you normally got a button or a coin or what have you. But it's like all the other detectors say, especially the more experienced ones, they always say, listen to the signal. I mean that there straight away. I mean, it doesn't, there's no sort of start and there's no end. It's just a big mess on the screen, as you can see. So I would leave that. But I think with other machines in the past, I had a Garrett before the 800, and I just dig anything. End up digging absolutely everything, sort of bike cranks and just general rubbish. But this feels quite quiet. But anyway, I'll keep going and I'll let you know. Yeah, so I've just come up with another buckle of some sort, probably off a horse. Yeah, I was just talking about the depth of these things. I mean, I know it's a big target and you're going to get it, but this one came up on a sort of really wishy-washy sort of 30. At least sort of 8 inches down. And as I said, with this machine, it doesn't miss a lot. You just got to go over it, as they all say. So anyway, I'll keep going. So I just stopped here and dug one. This one come up. I thought it was a coin at first, and it looks like it's another button. That you see the shank on the back. Looks old actually. Probably goes back, well, 1800, 1850, something like that. Anyway, on to the next one. Just had another target. It's the old shotty. One of the first I found around here, but anyway, on to the next one. So I'm at half time with detecting, and I've come back to me little van. This is a lovely little van, this is. I'm thinking about converting it into a camper. I've already done a bit on the ceiling. Excuse the gollywog, he's always, he's just thereabouts. But yeah, just going to sit down and have a little bit of lunch. The idea is to put a rock and roll bed in and a little cabinet on the right there. Take that big bulkhead out, put a window in there, put some lights and God knows what in there, and a little inverter. So it should be like home from home. So I'll be able to go off on all these digs and enjoy myself, hopefully. So I've got the first signal of the afternoon. Really good 25 on the Manticore. Nice bubble telling me it was a coin. of some sort, or a button, but it wasn't. It was a rivet or a washer. Actually looked like a rivet just now. It's got a couple of holes in it. Oh well. God, well, I've just dug one here. I've gone down about a foot, and I just want to talk about this actually. My mate says to me, oh well, you know, you want to get your detector to go as deep as it does and deep as it can do and all this bloody lot. And I just said I don't mind going down in like a couple of inches, 3 or 4 inches, if there's anything down deeper, whatever. Anyway, so I've got this thing just set to about a foot, something like that. And this hole here, I'll just chuck the pointer down and switch it off first. But look how deep. Look where this is. Right down here. Sorry. Bloody hell. Yeah, right down here. So what, 12 inches? 12 inches, something like that. So it's buried in the bloody corner. And this is what come up. Now that is a beautiful buckle. I'm going to clean that up later on, but you can see it's like 2 shell patterns on either side, and it's lovely. It's all complete. So anyway, my mate said get down as deep as you can. I'll take it all back. I know I only wanted 3 or 4 inches, but I'll take this all day. You know, I just added another fairly deep signal, and this has come up. I can't see much on it as yet. I'll clean it up. If you look at the top, there's a bit of milling on there, so it looks as though it could be either some sort of 5 pence or maybe even a 6 pence. I'll try and clean it up, and I'll come back to you later. So I just dug this one up. I was only thinking to myself when coming up this little slope, I thought, well, I haven't had no lead today. That's brilliant. And I've only had a couple of moo tubes, so well, I should just shut my mouth really. Well, I've just had this one out. Now, people say to me, there's nothing in Devon. Isn't there? Well, I, for one, beg to differ. Bloody marvellous. I hammered, and I'll, well, unreal. I've just had this come up. Looks like a button, actually. Let's have a quick look. Or it could be a rivet, but I don't know. It looks as though it's got some sort of, sorry about that. It could be a rivet, but it looks like it's got some sort of pattern or some sort of writing around the side. Don't know. Odd that. Just looking to see if it's got a shank. Yeah, it's got some sort of shank in there. Or has it? No, it hadn't. So anyway, I'll clean it up later and I'll come back. I don't think it's anything special, but it's interesting. Well, I don't usually clean things up as I go around, but I really don't know what that is. It's interesting because it looks as though it's some sort of button, but if you look at it closely, it looks as though it's had writing on of some sort around the side, but I don't know what that white is. Anyway, on to the next hole. Just had a signal of about 37, and I've had a button come up. I think I might get some off of this one. Shank sort of broke on the back, but you know, I've seen worse. But if you just about see, there's something on it. Might get something off it later. Right, nice. It's on to the next. Oh, I just had another button up. Seems to be quite a few buttons up here. Not a brilliant one. It's probably 1800, something like that. Some sort of part of a tomback button, but yeah, a button's a button. And as I said loads of times, you know, when you get disheartened with different stuff and you think, oh bloody hell, there's a button. Well, who's been up here with that button, and how many more buttons have been dropped, and what other stuff have been dropped, and it just goes on and on and on. And just, you know, it's better than going around and digging foil and crap and God knows what. Anyway, a button. Well, it's not quite round up time yet, but I'm just having a little walk round here. The Detector's over there. Giving my back a rest, but yeah, this is amazing up over the top of here. some stunning views. I'll spin the camera around in a minute and you can have a look. But yeah, it's a big old field, and yeah, let's try and get the other side a minute. Hang on. Yeah, there's a nice church behind me, just in the background, way up pole. Can you see? There you go. And the sun's starting to come down, so I've got about another hour or so now, and then I'll call it a day. But just a sort of a roundup so far. There's been a couple of buckles, a bit of new money. I think I got a sixpence, had a nice little hammered up just now, and a few other little buttons. But it's been quite promising up at this part. For whatever reason, it's a lot better up here than what it is down by the church, which is I thought it would be the other way around. But I've been up here before and I've had a few buttons, and I've often wondered, because the views are so sort of far-fetched, and you know, people could come up here, hide or whatever, and it'd be perfect for them. But I'll keep digging and see how much other bits and pieces we can get up. Nothing really up. It's just like, it reminds me when I was when I was at school, when I used to mess about with that Play-Doh and bake stuff. Look at all that mud, and this little bit of thing comes out. It looks like a bullet of some sort. But on to the next one. Yeah, so I've got another one. It's in here somewhere. It's probably another one of those bullets, but it come up on a different signal. But you just got to pan through all this rubbish just to sort of find out where it is. And it's still in there. So can I get rid of that bit? No. And it's in there. And it's there. I could just about see it now. And I reckon it's a bit of lead. Yeah, or a bit of foil. Yeah, foil it is, and that's what was making all that noise. And it's a good signal too. Unbelievable. Never mind. Yeah, just on my way back to the car. I got another button here, I think. I can feel the shank on the back. I don't like to push them too hard because they just snap completely off, and it's just all you've got. It's a bit of rubbish, but I think that shank's going to be okay. Yeah, give it a clean later. Keep that one. So that's me done here for the day. Back to the old van and get on home and wash the stuff up. But I've had a really nice time. There's quite a few things that come up, not loads and loads, but I think that hammered is a Henry VIII. I'm not too sure, but I'll try and clean it up. There's no way I'm going to clean it up around the fields. Don't want to risk snapping it. I've done that before. But anyway, see you later when I've cleaned it all up. Right, I've just washed that lot up. And the top left is that nice big buckle. Then we got a horsey thing here, I think. And then we got the shotgun cartridge and that ring that I pulled up. We got a couple of buttons. Nothing really of much interest. That one's got a bit on, but you can't really get much out of it. And that was that buckle that I found with that little bit of leather. And then a little buckle there. Looking at that closely, that's a halfpence. That was a button I didn't want to wreck in the field and keep the shank. That was that other thing. I've not got to the bottom of that yet. Could be anything. And over the back, doesn't really look like there was a shank in there. I don't know. I think this thing here, that thing. Where are you? That there. Got a funny feeling that's somewhat like a lighter. You know, the thing that goes around the flint and that. Might be. I don't know. Couldn't really get to the bottom of that one, but it looks like a Lizzie. And the hammered here, early indications may be Henry VIII. I'll just turn it over just a sec. That's the other, ooh, where's it gone? That's the other side of it. I'll probably get an idea on that a bit later on. I've already sent it off to my mate, just so we can come up with some ideas. But yeah, not too bad a day.